morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. On behalf of Space Tech Analytics, I want to welcome everyone to our latest space-related conference. But first, I want to introduce the organization to those unfamiliar with it. Space Tech Analytics was formed this year. It's the most recent subsidiary of Deep Knowledge Ventures, an organization which was founded several years ago, initially to promote longevity, but it's since expanded into other areas, including women's health, AI, FinTech, GovTech. The organization does both investment and provides data analytics in all those various industries. It was decided this year to expand into space. So it founded Space Tech, and consequently, Space Tech is going to do something similar. Space Tech Analytics. It's going to provide data analytics to investors and other interested players in the commercial space industry. But while it's interested in all aspects of commercial space and space flight, because of the parent organization's interest, it's more interested than other space-related entities in the health and well-being of those who will be visiting, working in, playing in space, and ultimately living off planet, whether in orbit or on other worlds. Hence, we decided to put on this conference, bringing together a range of experts in the field of space medicine to better understand the issues that will be associated with that. So before introducing our first speaker, I would make a couple observations on the state of this field in 2021. For many decades, when it comes to human spaceflight, we've been stuck in what I call Apollo mode. That is, the model is that the purpose of sending humans into space is to explore, and it will be done by NASA astronauts or cosmonauts or employees of some other space agencies. And this means that when it comes to understanding the effects of space on human health, we have a data problem. And this is the case for several reasons. First, one of the criteria to be selected for this role, to be an astronaut, is being good, if not excellent, physical health. That is, almost all of the data that we've accumulated over the decades, which only a few hundred people have left this planet, is of people who are weird. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there are at least one, maybe two sigma out in the tail of the curve. We have very little space experience with people who are literally normal. Second, most of the data we have on these weird people is data of weird men. Not counting Tereshkova, we've been putting women into space for less than 4 decades out of the past 6 we've been sending anyone, and we haven't been sending as many, so we even have less data on the weird women. But if we're going to send humans, normal humans, out into the solar system to live, it should be the standard healthy mix of close to 1 to 1. Third, we have many trillions of human hours of experience in one gravity, tens of thousands of human hours in weightlessness, and a few hundred man hours, literally, because we didn't send any women to the moon, in 1/6G. In free fall, we have some experience with conception and gestation, but only with rodents, not primates, let alone humans. When it comes to partial gravity, we don't even have rodent data because Congress couldn't come up with the money to send a centrifuge up to ISS that's currently rusting in a parking lot in Japan. So because this issue has not been a priority, we lack the data to know if we can actually build normal, healthy, procreating human communities off the planet. Now, the good news is that this is probably going to change in the next decade, as hundreds or even thousands of people will be self-selecting and paying their own way into space. We're going to have a challenge in the space medical community in figuring out how to take advantage of this wealth of new experience, because participants who are visiting space resorts are going to be loath to be wired up the way astronauts have been as part of their job description. We have to be getting out of the paradigm that only a select few are going to be going, and that they are only going for scientific purposes. Space is going to become just another place for human activity, and we need to understand how to keep them not just exemplars, but normal people healthy off planet as they work, live, play, and procreate. That's the purpose of this conference.